Hello to you, my fellow Gooners, and welcome to Arsenal TV. This is my live video that I will, you know, put out there. This is going to be a general Arsenal chat. Also, my experience with having with COVID for other people that has, obviously had the same experiences with COVID as well. This is my first live video on my YouTube channel for a very very long time, and I would like to give you my experience of what it's been like living with COVID and obviously having the after effects of COVID. We're also going to talk about Arsenal as well. So if you guys want to come into the live chat uh, and ask me any questions about Arsenal that you would like to know, and get my thoughts on it, by all means, I'm all ears. We'll work for it. Make sure you are putting your comments in the live chat, and I will definitely give you my thoughts on Arsenal as well. So the first and foremost thing that I would like to say is thank you to everyone that has subscribed to Arsenal TV over the last couple of months or so. I do apologise. I haven't put no football content out there for a while. It's because I've been busy working long hours as well, and I really don't have that much time to watch anything about Arsenal or anything like that at the moment. But I'm out of work at the moment because of my recovery from COVID. Um, but we're going to talk about that anyway. Um, so yeah, guys, if you would like to come into the live chat and I'll give you my thoughts on COVID and how I'm coping with it at the moment, and my experience of what it was like. Also, I am going to talk to you about Arsenal as well. Now, I've looked at Arsenal over the last couple of weeks or so, and during pre-season as well. Um, I'm not happy with the way things are working out at Arsenal at the moment. Um, I'm not happy with the way, not so much the way the team is set up. It's more or less the way our recruitment is being done, i.e., like Edu and the likes of the other people that are in charge. Um, I honestly don't like the way it's being done. Um, I look at some of the players that we've brought in. Um, Thomas Partey, we brought him in. We brought Kieran Tierney in. We brought we brought Lukongo, who I think is a great player, very young, very talented, and I think he gives that bit of energy in the midfield. I think Lukongo is a great player. He's a good player. Um, Ben White, I'm glad to see him as a centre back for Arsenal. I think he was a great signing from Brighton, but I think his price tag was a bit too much, to be fair. 50 million. I think that was a bit too much, to be fair. Um, I think that we are in a point, Arsenal, is that we need to make a statement to the league. We need to start picking up 3 points. We've got some tough games coming up. We've got Burnley, and we know what Burnley are like. We know that Burnley are going to play balls over the top, and we need to start making a statement in the league. We need to start picking up 3 points in the games that we've got. We've got Tottenham coming up. I know Tottenham lost against Crystal Palace, but we need to pick up 3 points against Spurs. And as an Arsenal fan, I want to win the North London derby. So we need to pick up 3 points against Spurs. We've got Leicester coming up as well. We've got Man United coming up. We've got Aston Villa coming up. We need to start picking up points against these teams, because if we don't, we are going to be in utter shit street. I reckon that we need to start picking up 3 points, and we need to start thinking the long-term reality. is that I know we're not in European football. European football could do us a world of good of not being in it. It could do us the world of good of not being in European football whatsoever. But I've got a concern, and that is Mikel Arteta. Now, I reckon that, Mikel Arteta is a good manager when he wants to be. He is a good manager. But the problem is that he hasn't got management experience behind him. Yes, he's worked under Pep Guardiola at Man City, but he hasn't got management experience, like coming from another team, from a lower league side or somewhere like that. Mikel Arteta needs backing. Yes, he's had backing from owners. He's had backing from Edu as well. But I just think the recruitment of the players has not been right for a very, very long time. So maybe recruitment needs to change. There is one player in particular that stands out to me the most, who Arsenal brought in, and that was William Saliba. We brought in William Saliba, and everyone was saying, "Oh, he would be the new Virgil van Dijk of Arsenal and everything else." But we've sent him out on loan 3 times. Sure, and he's been doing wonders in the places where the clubs where he's been going. He's 19. He's a decent centre back. Why are we sending him out on loan? What we're doing as a club, we're buying players and sending them out on loan, when really we should not be doing that. If you're going to buy players, use them. I.e. William Saliba, a prime example. If we've got him, we should be literally bringing him in and using him. Otherwise, it's just a waste, an utter waste. I cannot see anything changing at Arsenal anytime soon. I really cannot see it. I normally buy the new home kits. I normally buy, thingy, but I haven't brought the home kit this year. This season's kits, I have not brought them because I don't want to give my money to Arsenal, to the Cronkies, if we're not, as fans, as we're not getting anything out of it. We're getting mugged off as fans. That's what we're doing. We're getting mugged off. Do not buy no merchandise from Arsenal until we start to see improvements. Without improvements, why should we spend our hard-earned money on all the merchandise at Arsenal? Why should we? We shouldn't. It is what it is. We shouldn't. So, coming off of Arsenal, I've now going to be talking about my experience with COVID. And, it all started as I was at work and, I had a massive headache. It just literally would not go away. I had a cough. I thought, okay, I'm coming down with the flu. That was on the 26th of August. Then on the 28th, sorry, on the 28th, I done a rapid, the rapid flow test for COVID. And, it came back negative. The first 2 tests came back negative. Then the 3rd test that I done came back positive. I was worried. I was scared because, I didn't have my vaccine done or anything like that for COVID. Then my condition started to get a little bit worse. When I was at home, I was self-isolating for a week. I didn't eat. I literally could not eat at all. I lost my appetite completely. And then what happened was after that, I had the ambulance come out to me while I was at home. And the first time they came out, they said, I was fine. My oxygen levels were fine. But that night when I was in bed, that was it. I felt really rough. My chest was tightening. I was getting shortness of breath. Yeah, it was bad. The ambulance came out. I called the ambulance and said to him, I said, look, I can't breathe. I'm struggling to breathe. Can you please get someone out here? Um, and the ambulance crew came out. They gave me a thorough check, and they checked my oxygen levels, and they said, "Yeah, your oxygen levels have gone down pretty bad." Um, I was on the oxygen mask going to the hospital that morning, and yeah, I was literally that bad. My breathing was bad. I couldn't walk properly because my legs were unsteady. I had a headache. I couldn't. I was dehydrated. I literally did not drink or eat at all. Um, then when I got to hospital, um, I was on the oxygen mask in the hospital. They done some blood tests on me. They done a PCR COVID test on me, and that came back positive when I was in the hospital. Um, yeah, my experience with COVID was pretty bad, to be fair. It got to a point where when I was in hospital, they was going to put me in a intensive care unit because every time my oxygen levels went up, it started to drop down again. And then they knocked the oxygen up. Yeah, my oxygen levels just would not stay up. And then it wasn't until about afternoon time, while I was in the hospital, was where my oxygen level actually stayed to a certain level. Um, I had blood tests, so many blood tests. Um, I lost count of how many I had while I was in hospital. I've got a bruise on my arm here where they had. I've got a bruise on my arm here where they had to physically draw blood um, from my artery. Um, yeah, and I've got I had the blood test here. Um, I had a drip here because I was on the glucose drip. Um, I was in hospital for 3 days. I was taking antibiotics and everything. I didn't just have COVID; I had pneumonia as well on top of it. And yeah, and now where I'm at home now, sort of recovering from COVID. I've still got a cough, which I will have many weeks to come.